have seen the different types of flow controls. So in that we have considered the two types of channels. First one is noiseless channel and second one is noisy channel. So noiseless channel is the idealistic one where which does not exist at all. So we need to consider all the channels are noisy channels. So in noiseless channels we have seen the simplest form where one data is transmitted from one node to another node and it is received without any error. So there is no error detected and nothing happens. Then we have gone for a stop and wait protocol. Stop and wait protocol, which is related with a it sends the frame and wait for acknowledgement. Once it is received the acknowledgement, it sends the next frame. This is called as the stop and wait protocol. This is the case when the channel is noiseless. That means there is no error at all. But in reality, this is not the case. All the channels are noisy channels. So interference may get added to your signal and the signal may get changed and the error may occur in the form of the bits may get changed or the frame may get lost. That is what the cases are. So in that case we have seen that ARQ type of system, that is automatic repeat request. So the frames are automatically repeated. So in that we have seen stop and wait, then go back n and selective type of ARQs. So in all these three cases, that is stop and wait protocol with ARQ, go back n ARQ and selective ARQ, in all these three cases what we have seen that there is only one sender and there is only one receiver. That means data is sent from one terminal and it is received at other terminal. But in reality, in actually, the data is flowing bidirectionally. That means the data is sent by the sender as well as it is received by the receiver, as well as the receiver is trying to send. So it's a bidirectional type of system. So you just imagine that if the system becomes bidirectional, up till now we have seen it is unidirectional. But if the system now becomes bidirectional, that means A is sending to B and simultaneously B is sending to A, then in that case we need to take care, we need to improve the efficiency of our algorithm, that the data must be sent with the full information and there should not be any loss of the data. So that care will be taken by the design or special technique called as a piggybacking. So piggybacking is the technique in which actually you are sending the data in which the data link layer will take care of bidirectional information. So you can see that in previous case when it is a go back n type of system, there is the system where you simply you are sending a sequence number and a frame, but now the acknowledgement number is also added to this one. That means whenever there is a request from, now let us consider that this is a sender as well as receiver, and in previous case it was sender only. Now this is also sender as well as receiver. So in that case we have seen that there was a sending window and here it is, in case previous case it was a receiving window. Now it consists a sending window as well as receiving window. So receiving window is of only one size and sending window is of the size you decide of sliding window. So the sending window is on both sides as well as receiving window on both sides, because both are acting as a sender as well as receiver. So let us start that from this end. So there is a request from the network layer and you send the data to the data link layer. So data link layer will form a frame with acknowledgement number, sequence number and frame. So the data is sent and it is received at the receiving end, and if the data is correct, so you just try to recall the previous algorithms. So what is that? The timeout is there, then the notification is also there. So whenever you are getting an acknowledgement from this end, that whatever may be the frames that are already sent by B to A, now let us call it as a so that you can understand it. So this is sender A and this is sender B. Okay, so sender A and sender B are sending. So when A sends the information, it sends the information and it gives the acknowledgement. So acknowledgement comes along with these frames. Now B is sending also frame and it is also sending the acknowledgement information. So you need to have a control information, because sending is very easy, but acknowledgement of both the frames from both the sides becomes a little bit difficult task. So the control information is required. So this control information is added to both the frames from both the sides, and the algorithm is quite complex as compared to go back and ARQ, because in go back and ARQ we have simply considered that there is only one sender and one receiver, but here the data is bidirectional. So acknowledgement number, sequence number as well as control information is required to be sent with all the frames, and that care is taken with the technique called as a piggybacking, which improves the efficiency in bidirectional technique. So this is called as a piggybacking go back and type of ARQ. So where the time 3 events are there. First event is request, second event is the acknowledgement or notification from physical layer, and third event is of timeout. So in that case, if the timeout occurs, the resend will be sent back to the sender. So all the frames are sent back because this is a go back n. So whatever may be the frame lost, from that all the frames are resent back once the timeout is there. So with that we came to the end of flow control. Now